Confidence and kindness, two traits that define exceptional individuals. Confidence draws people in, while kindness keeps them close. But confidence without arrogance and kindness with genuine empathy, that's a rare combination. It's a balance that transforms leaders into visionaries, friends into lifelong companions, and individuals into forces of inspiration. 10 habits that make you silently attractive. The first habit is confidence without arrogance. Confidence is not loud. It does not seek approval. It does not demand attention. Confidence is quiet, assured, and unwavering. It is rooted in self-awareness, in the understanding that you are valuable regardless of external validation. Confidence is the ability to walk into a room without feeling the need to prove yourself, but also without shrinking into the background. Arrogance masquerades as confidence but lacks its substance. While confidence is secure in itself, arrogance thrives on comparison. Arrogant individuals are not comfortable with their own value. They constantly seek to elevate themselves by diminishing others. Arrogance is loud, demanding, and fragile. It shatters when challenged because it is not built on true self-belief, but rather on insecurity masked as superiority. Confidence listens. Arrogance interrupts. Confidence leads. Arrogance dominates. Confidence is secure. Arrogance is defensive. Confidence uplifts. Arrogance belittles. Confidence is earned. Arrogance is performed. To build true confidence, one must know their value without seeking validation. It starts with self-awareness, understanding strengths and weaknesses and owning them. Confidence embraces growth and learning, knowing that it is a lifelong journey. It speaks less and listens more, allowing others to have a voice. Acknowledging mistakes without excuses is another fundamental aspect, as confident people admit when they are wrong, whereas arrogance deflects and blames. True confidence lets actions speak louder than words, does not need constant affirmation, and is displayed through consistency, integrity, and action. Surrounding oneself with those who challenge rather than affirm blindly strengthens confidence, while arrogance seeks validation. Maintaining humility while owning one's strengths creates a balance where confidence and humility coexist. Confidence builds trust, fosters genuine connections, and leads without forcing leadership. The moment one embraces true confidence, people gravitate toward them, not because they demand attention, but because they embody quiet strength. The second habit is genuine kindness and empathy. Kindness is not simply being nice. Niceness is surface level. Kindness is deep. Niceness seeks approval, kindness gives freely. Being nice is polite, but being kind requires genuine care even when no one is watching. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It goes beyond sympathy. It steps into another person's world, sees through their eyes, and feels with their heart. There are misconceptions about kindness. Many believe kindness is weakness, but true kindness requires immense strength. It takes resilience to be kind in a world that is often unkind. Kindness does not mean avoiding conflict. It includes honesty and does not mean avoiding difficult conversations, but rather approaching them with respect and care. Kind people are not always agreeable. True kindness does not mean saying yes to everything. It means setting boundaries and respecting both oneself and others. To cultivate genuine kindness, one must practice active listening. This involves putting away distractions, giving full attention, and listening to understand, not just to respond. Showing up for others, even when it is inconvenient, demonstrates that kindness is not just about words, but about action. Developing emotional intelligence is key. Recognizing and managing emotions and understanding what others may be feeling beneath the surface. Offering help without expecting anything in return is a sign of true kindness, as it does not seek reciprocation or recognition. Learning to apologize and forgive is crucial, as kind individuals are not afraid to say, "I was wrong," and do not hold grudges but choose to release negativity. Being kind to oneself is just as important, as self-compassion matters, and one cannot pour from an empty cup. Leading with integrity and compassion allows kindness to be powerful when combined with strength. A truly kind person stands firm in their values while treating others with dignity. Kindness builds relationships. It fosters trust, inspires loyalty, and creates a ripple effect of positivity. When one leads with empathy, people feel seen. When one acts with kindness, people feel valued. It is the most underrated superpower in leadership, relationships, and life itself. Confidence without arrogance, and kindness with genuine empathy. This is the formula for impact. Confidence earns respect, while kindness earns love. Confidence leads, while kindness connects. In a world that often pushes people to choose between strength and warmth, The greatest leaders and most admired individuals embrace both. If one wants to stand out, mastering this balance is essential. If one wants to leave a lasting impact, embodying both is the key. Confidence will take a person far, but kindness will ensure they never walk alone. The question to ask oneself is, how do you carry yourself? How do you treat others? Because the moment these two habits are mastered, everything changes. The third habit is active listening skills. Communication is not just about speaking, it is equally about listening. Many people hear, but few truly listen. Active listening is an intentional effort to fully understand what another person is saying, not just waiting for a turn to speak. It is about being present, absorbing the message, and responding in a way that acknowledges the speaker's words and emotions. Active listening requires more than nodding along or maintaining eye contact. It involves putting away distractions, focusing entirely on the speaker, and showing that their words matter. The difference between hearing and listening is vast. Hearing is passive. It happens naturally. Listening is active. It requires effort. In a world filled with noise and constant interruptions, active listening has become a rare and valuable skill. A crucial part of active listening is patience. It means resisting the urge to interrupt or formulate a response before the speaker has finished. Many conversations turn into competitions. Who can respond faster? Who can prove their point more convincingly? True listening is not about winning. It is about understanding. It is about making the speaker feel heard, valued, and respected. Listening also involves reading between the lines. Words convey only part of a message. Tone, body language, and emotions tell the rest of the story. An active listener picks up on subtle cues, the hesitation in a voice, the shift in posture, the unspoken feelings behind the words. This ability to grasp the full message strengthens relationships, builds trust, and fosters deeper connections. Another key element is reflecting and clarifying. Instead of assuming, an active listener paraphrases what they have heard to confirm understanding. Asking thoughtful questions demonstrates engagement and encourages deeper discussion. A simple, "It sounds like you're feeling frustrated about that situation," or "Can you tell me more about what you mean?" shows genuine interest and care. Active listening is not just for personal relationships, it is a cornerstone of great leadership. A leader who listens earns the trust of their team. They create an environment where people feel safe to share ideas, concerns, and solutions. Employees who feel heard are more engaged, more productive, and more loyal. They know their voices matter, and that makes all the difference. In conflicts, active listening is the bridge to resolution. When tensions rise, people want to be heard before they are willing to listen. Validating the other person's perspective, even without agreeing, diffuses hostility and opens the door to constructive dialogue. A simple acknowledgement, "I understand why you feel that way," can transform an argument into a meaningful conversation. Practicing active listening requires mindfulness. It means being aware of habits that hinder listening, such as interrupting, finishing sentences, or letting the mind wander. It requires slowing down, being present, and making a conscious effort to engage fully. When someone truly listens, they give the other person a gift, the gift of being understood. And in a world that craves connection, that gift is priceless. The fourth habit is strong eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most powerful tools in communication. It conveys confidence, trustworthiness, and presence. It tells the other person, "I see you, I am here with you." Strong eye contact establishes connection, making interactions more engaging and meaningful. There is a fine balance in eye contact. Too little, and a person appears disengaged, disinterested, or even untrustworthy. Too much, and it can feel uncomfortable, overwhelming, or even intimidating. The key is natural, intentional eye contact that aligns with the flow of conversation. When speaking, holding eye contact demonstrates confidence. It signals self-assurance and belief in one's words. People are drawn to those who can maintain steady eye contact because it exudes credibility and leadership. A person who avoids eye contact while speaking may come across as insecure, unprepared, or dishonest, even if their words are sincere. When listening, eye contact shows attentiveness. It tells the speaker, "I am fully engaged in what you're saying." Shifting eyes or looking at a phone while someone is speaking sends the opposite message. It signals distraction, lack of interest, or impatience. A person who listens with strong eye contact makes the speaker feel valued, heard, and respected. In professional settings, eye contact is a game changer. In interviews, presentations, or negotiations, it conveys authority and competence. A handshake paired with strong eye contact sets a powerful first impression. A speaker who engages with the audience through eye contact holds their attention and earns their trust. The difference between a compelling speaker and an unconvincing one often lies in their ability to maintain steady, natural eye contact. In personal interactions, eye contact deepens connections. It fosters intimacy in relationships, making conversations more meaningful. It enhances understanding by allowing individuals to read emotions and nonverbal cues. A heartfelt conversation is not just about words. It is about the unspoken exchange that happens through eye contact. Eye contact also plays a critical role in persuasion. Studies show that people are more likely to be influenced by someone who maintains good eye contact. It adds weight to arguments, reinforces sincerity, and builds rapport. Whether selling an idea, negotiating a deal, or simply trying to connect, strong eye contact strengthens impact. Overcoming discomfort with eye contact takes practice. Some people avoid it out of shyness, nervousness, or cultural conditioning. But like any skill, it can be developed. Practicing in low-pressure settings, using the triangle method, or starting with brief, natural glances can build confidence over time. Eye contact is not just about looking, it is about seeing. Seeing the person in front of you, acknowledging them, and connecting on a deeper level. It is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to enhance communication, build trust, and leave a lasting impression. Active listening and strong eye contact, these two habits transform interactions. They make people feel seen, heard, and valued. They elevate leadership, deepen relationships, and enhance personal and professional success. In a world filled with distractions and shallow communication, mastering these habits sets an individual apart. They turn everyday conversations into meaningful exchanges, leaving a lasting impact wherever they go. The question is, are you truly listening? Are you truly seeing? Because when you do, everything changes. The fifth habit is authenticity in every interaction. Authenticity is the foundation of trust. It is the ability to show up as yourself without pretense, without the need to impress, and without the fear of judgment. People are naturally drawn to authenticity because it is rare. In a world where many wear masks, where people curate their lives to fit expectations, authenticity stands out. It is the difference between someone who is trying to be liked and someone who is simply being real. Authenticity is not about being perfect, it is about being honest. It means acknowledging strengths and weaknesses, admitting mistakes, and being transparent about intentions. People do not trust perfection, they trust honesty. When someone is real, they give others permission to be real too. This is what creates meaningful connections. Relationships, personal and professional, thrive on authenticity because it fosters trust and emotional safety. Authenticity also means consistency. It is easy to put on a persona in certain situations, to be one person in public and another in private. But true authenticity means being the same person no matter where you are or who you are with. It means living in alignment with values, beliefs, and actions. When words and actions match, people take notice. They respect those who are consistent in their character because it signals integrity. A key part of authenticity is vulnerability. Many see vulnerability as weakness, but in reality it is one of the greatest strengths. It takes courage to be open, to share struggles, to admit fears. Vulnerability does not mean oversharing or seeking sympathy. It means having the confidence to be real. Leaders who embrace vulnerability create cultures where people feel safe to take risks, speak up, and be themselves. In business, authenticity is a competitive advantage. Consumers are no longer drawn to faceless corporations or polished marketing messages. They seek brands with real stories, real values, and real people behind them. The most successful businesses are those that operate with transparency, show their humanity, and build trust through honesty. The same principle applies to leadership. People follow leaders who are genuine, who lead with conviction, and who do not pretend to have all the answers. Authenticity is a daily practice. It requires self-awareness, the willingness to challenge societal expectations, and the courage to stand by one's values. It is about choosing honesty over approval, integrity over convenience, and realness over image. The impact is profound. When someone is authentic, they inspire others to be the same. They create deeper connections, stronger relationships, and a life that is true to who they really are. The sixth habit is a sense of purpose and passion. Passion is contagious. When someone speaks about what they love, their energy is undeniable. People with purpose stand out because they are driven by something bigger than themselves. They are not just going through the motions. They are fueled by a deep sense of meaning. This is what makes them attractive, not in a superficial way, but in a way that draws others toward them. A sense of purpose gives life direction. It is the reason behind actions, the motivation behind perseverance, and the force that turns obstacles into stepping stones. People with purpose do not need to be pushed. They are pulled by a vision that excites them. They wake up with intention, knowing that what they do matters. This clarity of purpose is magnetic. It makes them stand taller, speak with conviction, and move with confidence. Passion is not about chasing excitement, it is about committing to something meaningful. Many believe that passion is something to be found, as if it is hiding somewhere waiting to be discovered, but passion is not found, it is cultivated, it grows through curiosity, effort, and dedication. The most passionate people are not those who stumbled upon their calling, they are those who chose to commit to something, to invest in it, to nurture it until it became a driving force in their life. Purpose and passion go hand in hand. Passion is the fuel, and purpose is the direction. Without purpose, passion can be aimless, energetic but unfocused. Without passion, purpose can feel heavy, meaningful but exhausting. When the two align, they create an unstoppable force. This is what makes certain individuals compelling. They have a fire inside them that cannot be ignored. A sense of purpose extends beyond personal ambition. It is about contribution, about making a difference in the lives of others. The most impactful people are not those who chase success for themselves, but those who use their success to uplift others. They find meaning in service, in creating, in leading, in inspiring. This outward focus makes them even more attractive because they are driven by something greater than ego or status. Living with purpose requires courage. It means saying no to distractions, resisting the pressure to conform, and choosing a path that may not always be easy. It requires self-reflection, the willingness to ask hard questions. What do I stand for? What impact do I want to have? What excites me? The answers to these questions shape a life filled with meaning. Passion and purpose are not luxuries, they are necessities. Without them, life becomes routine, relationships feel empty, and work feels like a chore. With them, everything changes. Energy increases, resilience strengthens, and connections deepen. People with purpose light up rooms. Not because they try to, but because they cannot help it. Their presence is electrifying, their enthusiasm inspiring. Developing a sense of purpose and passion is a journey. It requires exploring interests, taking risks, learning from failures. It means surrounding oneself with people who uplift and challenge, engaging in work that excites, and continuously seeking growth. Those who do this stand out effortlessly, not because they seek attention, but because their energy is undeniable. Authenticity and purpose are powerful. They are the foundation of attraction, trust, and influence. People are drawn to those who are real and those who live with intention. In a world filled with surface-level connections, these qualities create depth. They make interactions meaningful, relationships fulfilling, and life extraordinary. The question is, are you showing up as your real self? Are you living with purpose? Because when you do, everything changes. The seventh habit is emotional intelligence and self-control. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand, manage, and effectively express emotions, while also being able to navigate the emotions of others. It is a skill that separates great leaders from average ones, strong relationships from weak ones, and those who thrive from those who struggle. Emotional intelligence is not about suppressing emotions. It is about mastering them. It is the ability to respond instead of react, to think before speaking, and to recognize how emotions influence decision-making. A person with high emotional intelligence understands their triggers. They know what makes them feel frustrated, what makes them defensive, and what situations can lead them to react impulsively. But instead of letting those triggers control them, they take a step back, observe their emotions, and choose their response. This is self-control in action. It is the ability to pause, to reflect, and to ensure that actions align with long-term values rather than short-term impulses. Self-control is not about eliminating emotions, it is about directing them constructively. Anger can be turned into determination, fear can be transformed into preparation, frustration can become fuel for problem solving. The difference between those who struggle and those who succeed is not the absence of emotion, it is how they channel it. The most effective individuals do not let temporary emotions dictate their permanent decisions. They know that one moment of lost control can undo years of hard work, and they refuse to let that happen. Emotional intelligence also means being aware of the emotions of others. It is about reading between the lines, picking up on non-verbal cues, and understanding what is left unsaid. People are not always direct about what they feel, but their actions, tone, and expressions reveal everything. Those with high emotional intelligence listen not just to words, but to meaning. They do not rush to respond. They take the time to understand. This is what builds strong relationships, whether in leadership, business, or personal life. Self-control extends to all aspects of life. It is the discipline to resist distractions, the patience to stay the course, and the resilience to keep emotions in check under pressure. It is easy to stay calm when everything is going well, but true self-control is tested in adversity. Those who master it do not let external circumstances dictate their internal state. They remain composed, make rational decisions, and maintain their integrity no matter the situation. This is why people respect them. This is why people trust them. They are steady when others are unstable, rational when others are reactive, and in control when others lose theirs. The eighth habit is a positive and growth-oriented mindset. Mindset is everything. It determines how challenges are approached, how failures are perceived, and how success is achieved. A growth-oriented mindset is the belief that abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. It is the mindset that separates those who plateau from those who continuously evolve. People with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities are static, that intelligence is fixed, that skills are innate, and that setbacks define their limits. They avoid challenges, fear failure, and stay in their comfort zones. But those with a growth mindset embrace challenges as opportunities. They see failures as feedback, not as final verdicts. They are not afraid to struggle because they understand that struggle leads to progress. A positive mindset is not about blind optimism or ignoring difficulties. It is about choosing a constructive perspective. Every situation has two sides, the problem and the solution, the failure and the lesson, the obstacle and the opportunity. The way a situation is viewed determines the response to it. Those who maintain a positive and growth-oriented mindset do not dwell on what went wrong. They focus on what can be learned. They do not see setbacks as the end of the road. They see them as detours leading to something greater. This mindset affects every area of life. In relationships, it fosters understanding and patience. In leadership, it inspires resilience and innovation. In business, it drives adaptability and long-term success. The world is constantly changing, and those who refuse to grow with it are left behind. The most successful people are lifelong learners. They seek feedback, embrace new challenges, and push themselves beyond their comfort zones. Growth-oriented individuals do not compare themselves to others, they compare themselves to who they were yesterday. Their focus is not on proving themselves, but on improving themselves. They understand that mastery takes time, that expertise is built through experience, and that progress is more important than perfection. This mindset makes them magnetic. People are drawn to those who believe in possibility, who radiate optimism, and who inspire others to push beyond their limits. Resilience is a key component of this mindset. Life will always bring setbacks, disappointments, and failures, but a positive and growth-oriented individual does not let these define them. They adapt, they learn, they pivot, they do not waste time complaining about circumstances. They focus on solutions. They do not allow temporary defeats to shake their long-term confidence. They trust the process, put in the work, and keep moving forward. This mindset is a choice. Every day there is a choice to focus on problems or possibilities, to let challenges discourage or drive, to see failures as defeats or as learning experiences. Those who choose growth, who choose to embrace the struggle, who choose to see the opportunity in every difficulty, these are the individuals who not only succeed, but also inspire others along the way. Emotional intelligence, self-control, and a growth-oriented mindset are not just habits. They are the foundation of success, leadership, and meaningful relationships. They shape how challenges are faced, how people are treated, and how life is approached. Master these, and everything else falls into place. The ninth habit is being present and fully engaged. In today's world, we're constantly connected, but often not truly present. We're caught up in the swirl of distractions, rushing through moments without truly experiencing them. But there is power in being present. Being fully engaged is not just about showing up, it's about being wholeheartedly involved in the moment. It's about giving your undivided attention and showing others that they matter. To be present is to create genuine connections. When you're fully engaged with those around you, they feel heard, respected, and understood. Think about a time when you had a conversation with someone who was truly present with you. Their eyes were locked on you, their body language was open, and their responses were thoughtful. That feeling of being truly seen is powerful, and it is what makes human connection meaningful. In leadership, presence is everything. It's easy to get lost in the noise, to think about the next task, the next meeting, the next goal. But when you lead from a place of presence, you inspire others to follow. You set the tone for your team, showing them that they don't need to be distracted by external pressures. In this way, your leadership becomes a calm in the storm, a stable center that others can rely on. We live in a world where our attention is constantly pulled in multiple directions. We check our phones every few minutes, we scroll through social media, and we're constantly juggling tasks. But this fragmented attention doesn't allow us to fully engage with what's in front of us. When we're not present, we miss out on opportunities for growth, connection, and impact. Consider a leader who is distracted during meetings, checking emails or looking at their phone. This behavior communicates to others that their presence isn't valued. On the other hand, a leader who gives their full attention to the conversation builds trust. They send the message that the people in the room matter more than any external distraction. Being present also improves your decision-making. When you're fully engaged in a situation, you can process the information more effectively. You can respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. Presence allows you to take a step back, assess the situation, and make the best decision for everyone involved. Being present means being an active listener. Listening is more than just hearing words. It's understanding the emotions behind those words. It's noticing the body language, the tone, and the subtle cues that reveal deeper meanings. When you listen with full engagement, you show that you respect others and their perspectives. This kind of listening also allows for greater empathy. When you understand where others are coming from, you can respond in a way that acknowledges their feelings and needs. This creates a culture of respect and understanding, which in turn fosters collaboration and trust. Being present also allows you to observe the world around you with a sharper lens. In leadership, this is essential. The ability to notice small details, the shifts in mood, the changes in behavior, the unspoken concerns, enables you to anticipate needs and respond proactively. When you're fully engaged, you are not just seeing what's in front of you, but you are aware of what's unfolding beneath the surface. Staying present requires practice and discipline. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to let your mind wander. But there are small steps you can take to improve your presence. In meetings or conversations, make a conscious effort to put away your phone, close your laptop, and eliminate any other distractions. This simple act shows others that they have your undivided attention. When interacting with others, be mindful of your body language. Make eye contact, nod, and engage actively with their words. Let them know that they are the most important person in the room. Take time throughout the day to center yourself. Practice deep breathing, focus on your surroundings, or take a moment to ground yourself before moving on to the next task. This will help you reset and approach each situation with fresh energy and presence. The 10th habit is having a great sense of humor. Humor is one of the most underrated qualities of a great leader. It's easy to assume that humor is about being the class clown or telling jokes, but a true sense of humor goes beyond just making people laugh. It's about creating an environment where others feel relaxed, valued, and able to connect without fear. Humor is a powerful tool for building relationships. When you can laugh with others, you lower barriers. You create an atmosphere where people feel safe to express themselves, to take risks, and to be vulnerable. Humor brings people together, breaks down walls, and makes you approachable. It creates a space where the weight of the world can be lifted, even for just a moment. Humor is about more than just fun and games. It's about resilience. When things go wrong, humor provides a way to lighten the mood and shift the perspective. Instead of dwelling on the negative, humor allows you to see the funny side even in the most difficult situations. Consider a leader who faces a challenging situation with a smile and a well-timed joke. They don't minimize the issue, but they help others see it in a new light. They create an environment where people can laugh, regroup, and keep moving forward. Humor helps maintain morale, especially in high-pressure situations, and fosters a sense of unity. Humor also plays a role in creativity and innovation. When people feel comfortable and free from judgment, they are more likely to take risks and share bold ideas. Humor allows you to inject creativity into your work and to approach problems from a fresh perspective. It encourages others to think outside the box and embrace new possibilities. A great sense of humor is closely tied to emotional intelligence. It requires self-awareness and empathy. You need to understand the mood of the room, the sensitivities of the people around you, and when humor is appropriate. Humor should never be used at the expense of others. It should lift people up, not tear them down. Leaders with emotional intelligence use humor as a way to connect, to diffuse tension, and to foster a sense of camaraderie. They know when to use humor to make a point, to lighten the mood, or to bring attention to something important in a way that doesn't feel heavy-handed. Humor can transform the dynamics of a team. When team members share a laugh, it strengthens their bonds. It creates a shared experience that unites them, even in challenging times. Humor encourages collaboration and trust, and it can turn a group of individuals into a cohesive unit.